Breaking news. Yes, Aston Martin, Alonso are going to be together for a bit longer than the end of this year. There were lots of rumours that maybe he's going to go to Mercedes. That got quashed. There was more rumours that maybe, even as of today, maybe he goes to Red Bull to partner with Max Verstappen. That's been quashed now because big news, probably the biggest news I think since Lewis Hamilton to Ferrari, Alonso commits to new Aston Martin F1 deal. Reported by all people, we're going to have a look at the motorsport.com. So Aston Martin has announced that Alonso is staying with the Formula One on a fresh, and this is the big one, this is the exclamation mark here, multi-year deal, which is why I think he took it. Had he gone to Red Bull, maybe it had just been a year. Had he gone to Mercedes, maybe just been a year or two in the, with Kimi Antonelli in the wings. So on Thursday afternoon, the 11th of April, pretty much not too long ago, Aston Martin ended speculation about the two-time champion's future with the team announcing a multi-year contract extension for the Spaniard, tying him to the Silverstone outfit till the end of 2026. So the end of this current set of regulations. Now, Alonso's contract, as we all know, was up for renewal, which prompted extensive speculation for the 42-year-old's future. As I said, possibly Red Bull, possibly Mercedes. Both seats potentially up for grabs, with Lewis Hamilton leaving Mercedes, and lots of question marks still really around Sergio Perez, despite the fact that he's doing a really solid job. Now, Alonso's domino is now the first to fall, with the Spaniard convinced by Lawrence Stroll to stay at the team for 2025 and beyond. Securing Fernando's long-term future with Aston Martin Aramco is fantastic news, says Mike Crack. He carried on saying, "We have built a strong working relationship over the last 18 months, and we share the same determination to see this project succeed. We have been in constant dialogue," he says, "over the last few months, and Fernando has been true to his word. When he decided he wanted to continue racing, he talked to us first. Fernando has shown he believes in us, and we believe in him. Fernando is hungry for success, driving better than ever, is fitter than ever, and is completely dedicated to making Aston Martin Aramco a competitive force." Yeah, so absolutely, I think almost sensational because it's a multi-year deal. And this is the same Alonso that was essentially saying, I am available, I'm currently the only champion out of a contract, representing himself, sort of showing all the teams that he's available, which I thought was a kind of like a half middle finger maybe to the Aston Martin team. But here we go. This multi-year contract agreement with Fernando, Mike says, takes us into 2026 when we begin our Works Power Unit partnership with Honda. We look forward to creating more incredible memories and achieving further success together. So it brings us at the end of the rules and at the beginning of the new rules, which is really interesting, in particular, when you think that Honda will be powering, yes, the GP2 engine that Fernando said is going to be powering Fernando Alonso's team, and thus Fernando Alonso. Now, why do I say that? Well, he was really critical in McLaren of the Honda engine, to the point where Honda allegedly were irked so much, it upset them so much, that when Alonso went, I think, for his second IndyCar run, they didn't want anything to do with him. Supposedly, they didn't want to give him an engine, so he had to use another engine. Yeah. Whoops. So significantly, the new deal means Alonso is going to stay at the Aston Martin into these all-new technical regulations for 2026, when Aston Martin will become a Works Honda partner. Now, it suggests Alonso's troubled past, here we go, with a Japanese manufacturer during their McLaren days is water under the bridge, unless there's more issues, because Alonso, as we know, he's not afraid to say what he thinks. But the multi-year agreement with Fernando takes them into this Honda era, into 2026. And Mike Crack said, "We look forward to creating more incredible memories and achieving further success together." Now, in recent weeks, Alonso's already hinted that he would not be influenced by other silly season moves to weigh up his options for the future, which included retiring for F1 for a second time. He said, I choose when to go from a team, when to join a team, I choose when to stop F1, and I choose when to come back, he said. And now I will choose what I do next year. I will not follow what others do, and they dictate my destiny. I'll do it on my own, for good or bad. This is the way I am. So there we go. I mean, Fernando Alonso, I think really, really interesting. He signs a new deal. He's reuniting with Honda. I think it's absolutely fantastic news for Aston Martin. There were rumours about him going to Red Bull. There was rumours that a Red Bull deal was on the table for Fernando. Did he run away scared from Max Verstappen? I can always see that being some of the headlines. I don't think so, because maybe with Red Bull it would only been a 1-year deal, and maybe on to the next best thing. We don't know. Maybe we will never know. However, the two-time champion, still yet to win since his comeback with Renault a few years ago, is now signing for Aston Martin. Does this mean he knows something we don't? As we know, the Aston Martin team, AA, the boss, Lawrence Stroll, he has wanted Adrian Newey for a while, let's say, and he's pretty much, supposedly, if you believe the reports, offered him a blank checkbook. So, as I say, does Fernando know something we don't? Who knows? Anyway, I digress. This has been the Hot Lap. This has been Fernando Alonso breaking news, signing with Aston Martin. Subscribe if you can for more F1 news, IndyCar news, rally news. We also do a bit of gaming. We got our TOCA 2 Championship with Jason Plato coming up. Well, 7 o'clock today. By the time you see this, it would have already been up on YouTube. And tomorrow we're going to finish that season off, and goodness knows what we're doing next. I've got a good idea though, and also going into the first rally of the year, the ERC. But anyway, stay tuned here at the Hot Lap for all your motorsport news. Speak to you soon.